Yes. Welcome
Nice.
to the Raw Deal podcast. Charlie and I are hanging out in the room together now. Charlie, you just turned 21. How much
drunk?
How much poon have you slayed?
300.
Nice. I like it. All right, cool. Garrett, how you been?
Bored. Wrestling was boring this week. Anyone else have that feeling? It was a mess.
All right, I'll be honest with you. Got back. I was like, dude, kind of stoked. Done with all my college assignments. Got it all turned in on Friday. So I'm officially done with college. Officially going to be a college graduate, which is nice. Which, by the way, I want to clear something up. Charlie said on last week's podcast, I have High School Musical to do. He neglected to say that I'm teaching High School Musical. Okay, I was not performing High School Musical.
We left that part out there.
Again, you mean?
Also, I was in the chat the whole time. Charlie referenced me like once. The hell, bro?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I know. I noticed
The
that.
viewer got turned down. But no, so I got back Monday, and I was like, yeah, dude, I'm stoked. I can finally watch some wrestling. Done with all my assignments. Watched the 8 o'clock hour. Watched the 9 o'clock segment, like the opening hour segment. I can't remember exactly what it was. We'll go over the list. And then I just got so tired, and I was like, you know what?
He's crashed.
I'm going to bed like 10 o'clock. I was done. I was out, bro. I couldn't.
True.
I just couldn't do it. SmackDown was good, though. I had other stuff going on. I was playing some COD in the background. I thought SmackDown was solid.
I'd agree. I thought it was a much better show than Raw was this week.
Oh yeah, absolutely, completely.
As per usual, nice to get back into the swing of things where SmackDown kicks ass.
I think they tried to have Raw be the better show, and what ended up happening was that they realized they couldn't do that because then both shows would, to lower the quality of SmackDown makes both shows bad. That echo is still there a little bit.
You know that was a thing. Okay, cool. All right. So we're gonna kick off. We're gonna also do some predictions for the Hell pay-per-view. Is it?
We got Payback.
Payback. That's right.
House of Horrors.
House of Horrors match. We're gonna do some Payback predictions at the end of this. So I don't know. I think we can breeze through Raw, and especially we can Breezango through SmackDown.
Oh,
Dun,
that was good.
dun,
So-
dun.
Kicking off Raw, we had the highlight reel. Jericho came out. He's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna be gone off Raw. This is gonna be my last one because I'm gonna beat Owens. Join him over on SmackDown, stuff like that." Then the Miz interrupts him, takes it over, turns it into Miz TV, and then Ambrose interrupts Miz, turns it into the Ambrose Asylum. I wasn't digging this, Garrett.
Okay, so this was a triple. This was the one that like the where it switched like twice, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
They did this gimmick before, and it was on SmackDown, I think, or maybe no, I think it was before the brand split. Anyway, they did this where they had multiple shows happen. It was weird to see again. I thought we wouldn't see it again personally. It seemed like one of those things that was a one and done thing, but they brought it back for this because, and I could see how it could work in the future. Just make it few and far between. Otherwise, it's going to be weird, seeing that all the time. Like, oh, now it's the Ambrose Asylum. Oh no, now it's the Kevin Owens show. Obviously not for a while, but you know what I mean? Yeah.
It's always the Kevin Owens show.
I know that they should have kept that gimmick show though. That was good. I loved that.
No, bro, his new gimmick's way better. The new face of America.
Yeah. I dig it, man. Except for when he loses the title at some point.
Lose it to Styles. I thought the
He's
three
gonna-
shows was just so corny.
He's gonna make a faction with Wyatt, and they're gonna be the new face of Fear America. Amera Fear.
Fear.
It's like Ameritrade.
Yeah.
Charlie, what'd you think of the opening segment?
Just corny. At first, it could have been like a handing of the torch from you had Jericho's big thing to Miz TV. Could have ended the night with maybe beating him or something.
It's true.
But instead, then Ambrose came out and it just corny Ambrose is never fun. So
Really not.
we, the Ambrose Asylum is just so lame that it doesn't really, I don't know, it just doesn't translate well. And well, Miz TV is just so cool.
Right. I mean, the highlight reel even has its own esteem.
Yeah,
to
exactly.
It,
Yeah.
But the only
And
one
it's
that
been around forever, so it has that.
like it didn't make sense.
Exit off this.
Yeah.
Dude, fuck you.
Like it didn't make sense. Yeah, that echo is really bad.
Oh yeah, I started playing a video by accident.
No.
Trying to get to our video. Oh wait, I don't even know how to do that. Do I have to go in on a different one?
What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, it's like the Ambrose Asylum was a funny joke when they did it, but like as a thing again, it's a thing to do for Ambrose's promos when he's in a feud. It would make sense if one person is involved, but now when you're stomping on Miz TV with the Ambrose Asylum, it's just not that funny, you know. I don't know what it is.
Welcome, Rick, to the chat. Face of America. He is, bro. He's a beast. He's the GOAT. Welcome, those of you that got the little update saying that we started streaming, because I just got it on my phone. But I don't know. Yeah, so a thumbs down on the opening segment from all of us, seems like.
Ambrose can be corny and fun at times, but in a serious thing like they kind of had it at first, it just, I don't know.
Yeah. I agree. So after that, we had the match that we all saw coming, Sheamus versus Matt Hardy, because they did Cesaro and Jeff Hardy last week, which I never got to watch. Heard it was a pretty great match. Sounds awesome. But Sheamus faced Matt Hardy. Pretty much Sheamus had his face turned last week, so they're doing this mutual respect angle. And Hardy ends up picking up the win after Sheamus gets distracted by Jeff Hardy and Cesaro getting into it a little bit on the outside. And I mean, based on how WWE usually does things, the fact that the Hardy Boys have won the past 2 weeks means that Sheamus and Cesaro are going over this Sunday at Payback. Do you think they're going to stick with that, Charlie, or you think there's no way the Hardys lose it this early?
That'd be huge, but I mean, them losing could be a way to create the broken thing. So I could definitely see them bringing that in.
Garrett?
Interesting. So like I was thinking the same thing. I was like, in my head, I'm like the Hardys the nostalgia. Like I don't know. I think it was you that said it, Brady. Maybe the WrestleMania edition one. That one, like post WrestleMania stuff. You said that this gimmick will not last. It won't.
God, yeah. It's lasted what, 3 weeks?
And it's still already starting to get stale. I mean, you know, like. I can do it for Payback, but up after that, yeah, we need to get some broken stuff going on. I mean, because they won the legal battle now. They just need to do it, you know.
A good example is like when they brought back the Dudley.
Yeah.
Nostalgia lasted for a month, and it just went lame after that.
Mm-hmm.
Put a couple people through tables. That was it.
Well, the problem with that was they just could never pull the trigger on Bully Ray. Otherwise, they would have stayed relevant. You know what I mean?
They tried to, yeah.
That's true.
And Devon is good enough now after all the years of being on his like where he had to be forced to be on his own in angles that didn't make sense, that he knows what doesn't work. Does that mean he knows what works? No. But could he have done something on his own? Probably. I mean, TNA couldn't figure it out, but you got enough creative minds at WWE, you know? So like I feel like that's how this is going to go here. Jeff is just going to do his Jeff thing. Matt's going to go do his Matt thing now. I guess his broken Matt thing. And then maybe they'll have a feud at some point and Jeff will become Brother Nero again, but I think they're going to keep that in the TNA part because Brother Nero, even they would admit Brother Nero was kind of weird. I mean,
well, I don't know, man. They could do it if they wanted though, because Nero is Jeff's actual middle name, so I can't really copyright it. So I mean, who knows? Rick said Hardys are winning, 67% chance. We'll go through and we'll do predictions at the end. So that's our first official prediction. Just wetting the taste, getting the tip wet, sticking it in just a little bit. Next, and I mean, I guess I didn't really get
demonetized.
I think, I don't know. I think for one time, I think the people that lost are actually going to keep losing. I think Hardys are actually going to win. They're hopefully going to swerve us. Charlie's going with the delete chance. So after that, we had Jack Gallagher and Austin Aries versus Neville and TJ Perkins. If there was one thing that I legit enjoyed from this Raw, like the only thing, it's probably this. Then again, I fell asleep.
It was good.
Fell asleep 2 hours into the 3-hour show, but I enjoyed this one.
Yeah.
That was probably
they got 4 characters that they're using, so I'm down with it.
Yep. True. I think it was one of the only good heel team versus face team cruiserweight matches we've had. That, you know, other than maybe when Gallagher and Neville were feuding and you could just put anybody with them and they were fine. But yeah, I mean, I dug this. I don't know about
Perkins is good at as being a heel.
Oh
Perkins
my gosh,
is good in general, bro. I messaged Charlie the first night of the Cruiserweight Classic that I watched. I was like 2 nights behind, but when I caught up to it, I literally was like, "Dude, TJ Perkins is awesome. He's my guy.
He's the guy.
For whatever reason, he ended up winning, but kind of doomed him.
Yeah.
He's getting seen as the face of when the cruiserweight title just didn't mean much. They're trying to build it back up. All right, Garrett, if you had to kill 2, fuck 1, marry 1. Gallagher, Aries, Neville, and Perkins, go.
So what am I doing again? So I'm killing 2?
You're killing 2. Actually, you know what? Any combination. You kill, fuck, marry, but you have to choose the same one for 2 of them.
Oh my God.
You're allowed to be Mormon for this one.
I'm allowed to be Mormon. That's interesting.
You can have multiple husbands if you choose.
Okay. Let me see how I'm going to go with this. So, God, who is? I mean, God, some of them are rough looking, man.
Gotta go.
Just go, man.
Dude, no, some of them are rough looking though. Like Neville, I mean, yeah, the beard looks good, but it doesn't look. I mean, oh my God, you know what I mean? Can you imagine trying to have sex with Neville?
The Blob.
Can you imagine trying to have sex with Neville with that face?
I can't. That's what I want.
Throw him up against a couple walls. He's tiny.
Yeah,
Tiny.
well, he's probably stronger than me. I'm
That's
gonna be
true.
honest. I mean, I was in the gym for a while, and
Charlie wants dudes to German him. Charlie wants to get German by Neville,
My Tozawa.
and then Gallagher comes up and.
no, Tozawa might break your damn neck.
Yeah.
So, man, all right, who are you marrying
Okay,
first?
so marrying. Let me see. Who out of them? I guess Perkins, right? Because he seems like when he's being a nice guy, he's a nice guy, right? So
That's true. Okay, so you're marrying Perkins. Who you fucking?
man,
Little Jack.
I think I have to fuck Gallagher just to say I did.
Dude, why would you say you did? I didn't say you had to tell anyone. Why are you gonna go around gloating?
Well, hey, it's a one in a kind experience. How many people are honestly gonna be able to say that, right? No, but seriously though, I guess I have to. I guess the only attractive ones, I guess, out of what's left are Neville and Aries. So I guess I had to fuck the both of them. And I'm sorry, Jack. I'm sorry, Gentleman Jack, but you get.
Wait. So you're marrying. I said kill, fuck, marry. You're gonna marry Perkins and fuck the other 3.
No. I said the
You
last.
don't even
two.
want to kill.
No. I said fucking Gallagher's getting the axe.
Oh,
No, I was that part about Gallagher to be able to say
Same thing.
that joke came off bad.
all right. Let's be real, bro. The only logical solution is marry Aries, right? Aries would definitely be the coolest husband. You know.
But he's a douche.
Looking for someone to be a house bitch.
He's a nice
It's Aries.
douche. How do you get around the douche part?
I'm killing Neville because he's British, and then
Jesus.
Perkins and Gallagher. You know what? I'll also marry Jack because I can imagine Gallagher and Aries going at it as like they got to share me, and then I guess I'm killing Hopkins. So.
My God.
Or actually not killing off Perkins. I guess I got to fuck Perkins. Whatever is what it is.
You can get the bone.
So
You want to anyway, be real.
So we have Callisto has requested a dumpster match. Kurt Angle tries being like, "You're crazy, man. Why would you do that?" And he's like, "Oh, I got a lucha.
It's a good lucha thing.
It's a good lucha thing. Dumpster matches are good lucha things."
Came out with his new theme song.
Yeah,
That was
his new
actually not bad.
His new mask is cool, isn't it?
Yeah, looks like Darth Maul from Star Wars.
Well, that makes it stupid. So all right, can't like it anymore. Garrett, what's your opinion on Star Wars?
I love Star Wars.
The odd man out. We count in Rick. I think I'm definitely heavily outnumbered. Star Trek's better though. So
We're starting a Star Wars podcast without you, Brady.
go ahead. I saw how many views you guys got last week without me.
Oh,
So
Oh,
we got a dumpster match between Strowman and Callisto. And Strowman beats the ever-living shit out of Callisto. He manages to drag him over the rope, drop kicks him in. Strowman just kind of stands in the dumpster. You used to have to close the lid on the dumpster in order for it to be a win. But in this time, they're just like, oh my God, Callisto won. Strowman's in the dumpster. So Callisto technically won. Braun Strowman rolled him up the ramp and pushed him off at least a 30-foot ledge. What'd you think of it, Garrett?
I'm my condolences to Callisto's family. He's dead now. If he was actually inside that thing, he would have brain damage or something. Like, yeah.
It's crazy, dude. Charlie,
False bottom or
what'd you think of
something,
that,
they did
man?
something.
That insanely high ramp that they pushed him off of.
It's too brutal. I wish it was PG. I'd just shove my kid away.
I'll give you guys a demonstration. It's about how far he fell.
That was the scale.
It was definitely
Just
not
that
very far. And they kept showing the angle of the dumpster falling like 2 feet, maybe.
I like the idea of doing a gimmick match.
Yeah, agreed. We need to do another Inferno match.
They don't do them too much, so I kind of like that. But
When we get to SmackDown, I'll talk about this. I've noticed they've been trying to throw as many gimmick matches as they can at us.
I mean, now that Rowan's back, we could see a stairs match, right?
God, that's the worst one in history, right?
The Rowan Big Show stairs match.
The only stair-related match on the pay-per-view, and it granted being called "and stairs."
Yeah,
I mean,
tables, ladders, chairs, and stairs.
My
A
God,
really bad meme on this match. Can't say it out loud.
I already made a dick joke. Go ahead.
No, it's bad. You have to meet the mic. Meet the mic. I'll tell you how it is.
Hold on. All right.
you gotta send it to me.
Nah, bro.
Oh, I feel like I'm
Also,
being left
when
out.
you're 21, let me know.
Oh, bro. Let me get my fake ID. All right, guys, this show is still going on.
Holy shit, that was okay.
I want to hear it, damn it.
No, can't hear it. All right.
You'll know soon, Garrett. I won't forget it.
All right.
All right. Moving on, we had a Bray Wyatt promo. Same promo as he always does. If Bray Wyatt was winning, this would mean something, but we all know he's losing. So, anything else to add?
Wait, losing? It's not for the title anymore.
He's still going to lose.
No, I don't think so anymore. Hey, they keep doing these tape things with him. It was kind of weird, kind of cool. Not the greatest, but I know what you mean.
Props to the people in WWE this week, by the way, that make the promo packages. They did some killer crap this week, I have to be honest.
Really good.
Oh my God. It was they made Strowman look like a monster at the start of this most recent episode of Raw. He has merch now. I wonder, do we have any stats on what's the highest selling merch stuff right now? Or is that stuff that they would have to tell us?
If you go to .com, it gives you a thing of the most purchased one.
Kinda. It doesn't rank them, but it just puts them at the top.
Yeah.
Like most popular items.
Yeah, most popular.
See if he's up how high up he is on there yet, because I bet he's up there.
Right. I'm making the executive decision to not talk about Dana Brooke versus Alicia Fox. Dana Brooke won. The 6
Thank you.
tag, I don't even remember it. I think that's about when I went to bed.
Yeah, they jumped Enzo when Finn Balor came out.
Oh, that's right. Finn Balor came out. Finn Balor is already stale because he doesn't do the demon gimmick. Anyone disagree?
I mean, he can't do it every show.
He's interesting as a character. I love Finn Balor as a character.
Yeah,
he's great. He's a really cool guy. I don't know. When he just comes out, he just looks like a normal guy. I would much if I was a casual fan, I'd be like, dude, Rollins is way cooler than Balor.
Yeah, it's impressive. Raw can just throw together a match of these 6 people,
That's
and
true.
that none of them are going for anything. And
That's actually really true.
High caliber people.
Yeah,
That's sad. None of these people are entangled in anything right now. Well, no, I guess you have Rollins and Joe, kind of, but
Yeah,
that's not even really a feud because they haven't been given it any time. Other than
Right.
they had one more. They had Joe attack him again before Owens left, and then he attacked him again last week. So they're like, yes, now there's going to be a match, and we're like, okay, that's fine. You're gonna put a storyline into it. We have a week. They didn't. So
I mean,
I don't know.
yeah, is what it is. And then we had Alexa Bliss versus Sasha Banks. Once again, Alexa Bliss is pretty great. Everyone else is getting kind of stale. So, I mean, hey, it's cool. It's cool that she's on Raw. She has new people with. So, where else? All right, Garrett, go ahead.
Yeah, the beginning of Raw was good, like decent, and then it just went downhill fast.
Yeah. So anything important about Apollo Crews versus Kurt Hawkins?
Dude, I just tried to put anything I could to make sure this topic list had some topics on it.
That's true.
I think something to take away. Apollo Crews got 0 reaction, and the people weren't even clapping. Like they weren't even clapping. I mean, no one knows who he is.
Also, another takeaway. Kurt Hawkins really isn't that bad in the ring. He goes out there. He at least gets on Raw. They at least have enough faith in him to where he can get on Raw. And hell, the last guy we could have said that about is Jinder Mahal. He's wrestling for the title, so.
Rather see both.
Let's be real. Kurt Hawkins isn't a bad wrestler. He was always a good wrestler. He just never had the character, and it's because they never let him have one. They were just like, "You're just the guy that loses." But aren't there people you can hire from local talent for that?
Those face the facts things. When
it's you, Kurt.
His legs were funny.
No, they weren't. Garrett, you're the tiebreaker. Were Kurt Hawkins' vignettes funny?
When he'd stick his head between his legs, face the facts.
Yeah, I was kind of excited a little bit.
You always side with him.
That's good.
I did not always side with Charlie. Sometimes I don't side with either of you.
Goddamn Marks. You know why? You guys weren't alive when wrestling was good. That's what it is.
Dude, we're the same age.
Bullshit. Where's your college degree, bro?
Hey, bro, we're both off the
I was
clock.
going to wear my cap today because I'm graduating in a week, but fuckboy here forgot to bring it over to the house. Yeah. What do you guys say for yourself?
Correction, it's less than a mile away.
Yeah, dude, I got a bike over in the shed. Ride. Ride.
Oh, God.
All right.
My favorite part of the night's up next.
Ambrose and Jericho versus Miz and kind of Bray Wyatt.
It was a 2-on handicap against the heel.
The Miz was told earlier in the night to go find a partner to face Ambrose and Jericho. Miz went around asking a bunch of different people throughout the night. He got turned down by Bo Dallas. So pretty much they basically drew out that everyone hates him backstage. So it's supposed to be a handicap match. Bray Wyatt helped him. I don't even know who won. Who won?
I don't think there was a winner.
Oh,
the show just went off air without a win.
Oh,
Bray Wyatt came out, put him through a table, right, or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I think so.
Put Jericho through a table. I think.
No. He threw Ambrose into the barricade.
So
Sister Abigail him.
So we're getting Wyatt Ambrose again. The feud that was terrible.
And just another side note: they keep bunching up all the SmackDown people together.
Yeah,
and they did it again here. Oh, Rick says it's not funny. It's funny. Face the facts is funny, Rick.
Dude, face the facts. No. At least he's not.
Shout out to Rick real quick. Rick went and waited in line for 2 hours to get my graduation shit from UCF.
That's a friend.
That is a definite friend. He goes and waits in line for 2 hours. Meanwhile,
here we go.
It's only a 30-second drive for Charlie, and he can't manage to bring over my cap and gown set. You know there are 5 tickets in there that people sell for $100 a piece?
Wow.
And you can't be bothered to bring it over?
I bought those tickets.
All right, so.
Jesus.
All right, Raw, I'm giving well, since it made me so sleepy, I went to bed. And I don't agree with the outcome of the Strowman-Kalisto match. I think I'm going to give it a solid F-. Garrett?
You should have given it 3 Z's.
Dude, damn, that's good. That would have been.
See, if you just listen to me more. Anyway.
Yeah, bro. Bye.
Yeah. Anyway, what was I going to say? I don't even remember. What were we talking about?
Grades.
Grades. I'm giving it a D.
Yeah. I'll say a D plus.
Yeah, I was gonna say Charlie's always got the highest grade on every show.
Because there was they continually book Braun.
Dude, he gave an A
in the company.
To SmackDown last week.
Yeah.
Or not to Raw, I mean.
Yeah. So
I was like, what?
So Raw, look at all these things you were able to list on the list. Like, just they filled it up with like a bunch of shit segments. SmackDown does it right. They do good segments,
everything,
and draw it out a little bit. You know, yeah, it's 2 hours instead of 3 hours, but at the same time, they're able to just do segments that people care about and actually like do them for a decent amount of time, right?
SmackDown's a really good show.
It's just good. So we kicked the show off with Shinsuke Nakamura. Messaged Charlie right away. I was like, yes, that's what they need to do. Basically, they just do everything they can. I knew it was going to be kind of lame. Like they're already trying to bury Shinsuke by calling him an artist. They're not saying that he's the king of strong style or anything like that. they're basically just saying he's Michael Jackson but Japanese. Do you like
Which
the
he
way
kind of is.
do you like the way they're going with it, Charlie? Yeah, but he's a badass. Michael Jackson's not a badass. He hangs his kid out windows or balconies.
And he's dead.
It's weird the way they're doing it, but I kind of like the aspect of not putting a match on TV, saving it. So, and I think Ziggler's a perfect guy to save it with.
I agree. The match will be great.
Yeah,
absolutely. The match will be great. So hopefully that'll.
I mean, this is a side feud that's just almost better than any feud on Raw.
Yeah, Garrett.
I mean, like, look, I don't know who the hell was writing Dolph Ziggler this week, but whoever the hell it was needs to be fired. Because what the hell was he talking about? I mean, yeah, he mentioned Michael Jackson and all that. That was good. We saw that coming. Someone was going to say that at some point, some heel, right? So, but like what I didn't get was like he just seemed all over the place. Like he wasn't really saying a complete thought. He was saying a bunch of small insults that just trying to rile Shinsuke up, and then he looked surprised when Shinsuke attacked him. You know? I mean,
he's just playing a dirtbag heel.
The heel that's so stupid he just doesn't know when to stop kind of heel. Or
and they're just doing another one of those angles where Shinsuke's Japanese, so they're trying to make him. I don't know. Are they trying to? I don't know.
It's weird. It felt like SmackDown's main writer Ryan Moore didn't write the segment because he's wrote for Shinsuke before.
SmackDown's just the racist show, isn't it?
It seems to be.
That's all they do is play off of. I mean, dude, they're not the Bollywood boys. They're just doing shit with Shinsuke just because he's Japanese, like all that stuff. They didn't do that with fucking what's the guy they just released? The cruiserweight. God damn it. Tajiri. They didn't do it with anyone like that, but of course Shinsuke, they got to play that up over and over again. They play it up with so many different people. Rusev. I don't know. Were
you talking about Sandow not long ago?
What?
When you were talking about, you were saying the other person they were kind of racist with that they just released. Who was it?
Charlie was saying Tajiri.
Oh yeah. Yep.
So I mean, I don't know. It's just really weird.
It's weird. Yeah. It's weird, but I do like.
I wish they'd stop doing that.
At least Raw was. At least they weren't as racist as Raw. Raw literally threw the only guy that they picked the one guy on the roster that was Spanish to throw into the trash.
Oh Jesus.
I mean, whatever. I don't know if I'd be going that far. They don't play up his race. They play up that he's a luchador. Fine. But
I'm just saying,
if the dude were to come out with like a handful of tacos and a goddamn sombrero on, and then they threw him in the trash, okay, then we'd think
don't be trashing my tacos, WWE.
If it was like throw your opponent through the newly built wall match, that would probably be racist.
Hey.
I wouldn't put it against him, dude. A wall match.
The first person to
find
get
a bunch of Spanish cruiserweights and make them climb the shit at WrestleMania.
Oh my god,
that's something
demonetized.
Right, so this is D. All right, so we had AJ Styles versus Baron Corbin. Good match. Corbin's gotten better. AJ Styles has always been great. Any other takeaways, Charlie?
I like how they're making it a feud. So it's obvious we're getting an AJ versus Kevin Owens feud, and we're getting a Corbin versus Sami Zayn feud. And these are not even, they know what they're doing with their feuds.
The next SmackDown could be really, the next SmackDown pay-per-view could be really good, and they're going to kill it with Orton and Mahal.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to trump Backlash from last year, though. Because Backlash from last year was just good enough. You know what I mean? It was like, whereas Raw was kind of shaky that first pay-per-view, SmackDown was solid. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying the anticipation for it.
Yes.
Maybe not the execution. There were a couple of pay-per-views that we reviewed that like I had no expectations going in, which made me love it that much more because I had no expectations and it was really good.
Mm-hmm. TLC, by the way, is the perfect example of that. Because everything went right except for like two things or something.
Yeah, exactly. We're like, dude, they didn't mess anything up. That's great. So AJ Styles wins this match, but Corbin ends up looking strong. Totally fine with it.
Yeah, they did the thing again where when they hit 3, he kicked out.
Yeah,
it's the best way to do it.
Yep, that's true.
And this doesn't hurt Corbin losing to AJ Styles.
Oh God, no. So moving on, we had Beat the Clock Challenge Part 1. American Alpha defeated the Colons in like 5.5 minutes or something.
Yeah.
like that.
It was 5:17.
Yeah, you go. So I don't know. I was like, okay, well, they could go this way. I'll be interested to see who they didn't announce who all 4 teams are going to be. They just said we're going to have a beat the clock challenge, and then and then they were like, oh, coming up next, here's the other 2 teams going for it. And I was like, all right. So I was like, well, 5.5 minutes, they could beat that. It's a little lazy, honestly, to make a number 1 contender like that. I wish they would build people up. They did the same thing with Mahal. They just kind of had him win a match and he's in. Like, they didn't really make him look strong at all. So hopefully,
Yeah.
yeah, they're just hoping he gets credibility through that. I thought it was a solid match. American Alpha is really good. The Colognes are really good. I kind of like their new.
They have a much better look.
I kind of like their new shtick.
The guy's not wearing boxer briefs out to the ring.
That's true. Garrett, what do you think? Do you miss the timeshares?
I don't miss the timeshares. I do miss them having a gimmick, though. I mean, don't get me wrong. The name is a good wrestling name. It's just to be like, well, they're just the Puerto Rican guys. It's just like, okay, fine. You know what I mean?
Something that I noticed. Have you seen what I don't know if they debuted their finisher last week or not. Was this the first time you've seen their tag team finisher?
Yeah, when they were the Shining Stars, they had a different one, but apparently they used this one before.
The spring up backstabber. Okay.
Yeah. Well, the fact
that they brought it back and they talk about Carlito possibly coming back in the future.
That would be
I don't know.
huge.
It could be an homage. I think we could be leading up to something big. I would love to see Carlito back. I mean, yeah, he'd be sticking all the Spanish guy, all the like. I think they might. What's his face? Carlito might be like Cuban, not Puerto Rican, but whatever. Vince McMahon will be like, "Oh, they're all the same."
Sad but true.
Yep.
I don't know. So I'm down. So American Alpha beats them. Rusev is the next segment. He comes out, and I love this as a fan of professional sports. He basically says, "Hey, if I don't get a title shot at the June pay-per-view for SmackDown, I'm not even showing up." He's basically doing like a contract holdout, which we see in real sports all the time.
This is the first time Rusev's said anything about going for the world title. His entire career.
Yeah. Garrett, what do you think? Rusev for the title, you down?
Absolutely. He's held mid-card titles enough now, like for long. And I think he held that title twice when he was in that feud with Roman, right? Like he won it back once or something. Anyway, it doesn't matter. He held that title, and he held it for a long time. Roman was going after that title for probably, like 3 months or something? That feud went on for? Something like that. Anyway, so they kind of brought some prestige to that title before it came crashing back down again and brought back up by Jericho.
I just had a premonition.
What? What's a premonition?
Randy Orton. Do you remember what his old nickname used to be, Garrett?
The Legend Killer?
What if he goes from the Legend Killer to the Immigrant Killer and starts killing off all these foreign guys?
Starts with gender.
He changed the title.
My God.
He starts with gender, and he takes out the Bollywood boys at the same time. Then
Then he takes out Rusev.
Then the Colognes.
Colons.
The Colons. Is that what we're going to call them on the show now? All right, cool.
They're the colons, and if they're wrestling a singles match, they're the semicolons.
My God.
Oh, shit.
I will say, though, it is nice to see Rusev serious. They're not doing the handsome
Agreed.
Rusev. He doesn't need Lana. He's so good on the mic.
What if they actually just played it up and he actually walked and went to NXT and dominated? I'm still waiting for them to send one of these mid-card guys down and let them just destroy everyone in NXT. It'd be awesome.
True.
Hell, Luke Harper. Give that man a title reign down there, even though McIntyre needs to hold the title and run with it. So
It was good. It was nice seeing Rusev.
I'm going to skip over the Becky Lynch promo unless you guys have something big you want to say.
Nah, it was just to establish that she wasn't going to be a part of that.
Yeah. So then no disqualification match. That was between Rowan and Randy Orton.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much, it was just showing that Randy Orton can be brutal and stuff like that. He can match up with Bray Wyatt. I was down with it. Garrett, did you like the match?
I liked what happened after that I didn't write down, but you saw that, right? What happens next?
What happened? Repeat it.
Jinder stormed off with the title, remember?
Oh, yeah. That's going to be their justification for it not being with the title, is that they can't put the title on the line because it's not there.
Yeah, it's kind of like a small retcon, and I'm kind of It annoys me. I wish they hadn't done that. They could be better. They could handle it better.
You know who defends Jinder Mahal all the time? Matt Morgan. Fuck you.
Hold on, dude. The best thing.
Sorry,
they had the guy.
I have to put in a plug.
That's fine.
My rivalry with Matt Morgan will come to fruition at WrestleMania.
Dude,
I'm calling it now. 2028. Cat thumbs, Matt Morgan.
When Jinder Mahal gets serious and like he takes off his turban and you see his big curly hair, and dude, he sounds mean.
He does.
And I'm glad they stopped calling the Bollywood Boys what they were. They call them the Singh brothers now, and they're not even like Harv and Gerv anymore. They got actual names. The one dude that had the freaking fringe, they made him get rid of that. They look legit. They look, like a couple.
And they look like they could have known him at some point. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like they could have been wrestling in Punjabi or something together.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
I would be fine with this if they let Jinder win like singles matches for a month.
Yeah.
Or gave him the Mojo Rawley thing.
They just didn't give him any build up whatsoever. If Mojo would have won, we would have been like, still don't agree with it, but we saw it coming.
Mm-hmm.
I have a theory.
What?
So, you remember the first SmackDown Live after the brand split that they had? That wasn't the actual episode that they did the brand split on, but like the next episode after, they had a 6-pack challenge match for the WWE title. It was the first 6-pack challenge ever, by the way. Not for the WWE title, for the number one contendership, I should say. For Dean Ambrose's title.
Yeah, I remember that.
They could be saying this could become a traditional thing every year up before Backlash because WrestleMania just happened. They go and they just have a 6-pack challenge. Even if it's not like a traditionally announced thing, it'd just be something they start doing because consistency, After each WrestleMania, we have a new number one contender determined so that whatever from last year happened can be moved on from. They just don't have a deep enough roster.
From that one. When Ziggler won it, dude, no one thought he was winning.
No. But he did.
No one thought Jinder was winning either. I thought it was going to Mojo, I'll be honest. I really did.
Dude, that 6-pack challenge was literally, most people said, it reminded me so much of that ladder match when Zack Ryder won at Mania. We said, all right, man, let's go through. We've got these 3 favorites, these 2 that could win it, and 1 that has no chance of fucking hell.
It was like Owen Zane and like someone else huge.
Owen Zane and I think Jericho, and then more people, whatever. This match was the same. You had like 2 people that could win it, like
Sami Zayn and Luke Harper,
3 dark horses, and Jinder. And Jinder actually won the thing.
Yeah, it was nuts. It was bold, man. It was bold.
Cool. That's cool.
I'm down, honestly. I think Jinder can hold a good feud.
Holding the title when the limo is going away.
In all honesty, he's put in some hard work. He deserves a bit of a push. I don't know if it should be for the main title. If you were to flip the titles, literally just be like, here, Randy Orton, you take the U.S. title. Kevin Owens, you take the world title.
Be much better.
I'm down.
Also, just a little backtrack to the Rusev thing. I kind of forgot it. Rusev is totally legit to just walk up and beat Orton. That could happen.
Yep, he could. So then we had the second half of the Beat the Clock challenge where the American Alpha, their time was beaten pretty decisively by Breezango. They beat it with like 2 minutes to spare. Usually they wait till the last second to beat it. But Breezango beat the Ascension in quick fashion. And the fact that the Usos, there's no way they're going to be seeing his faces. The fact that Breezango is going to get a face push is cool.
Dude, they're so good. They could be so good.
This is one of those ones where it's like, you know what? Sometimes surprises, not the best. I was definitely down with this one.
When they first made the team, like they were pretty funny. And then they changed it up. So, I got to see him on Talking Smack. Fandango talks in his Southpaw regional wrestling voice. He's totally that guy that he portrays on there. So that's kind of cool. People like that. So I think it works.
Garrett?
I'm down. I could totally see them winning the titles too, because not this time, but maybe if this feud's like a more than 1 month feud, I could see them winning it, maybe trading it back to the Usos at the end of it. But so if they make it a 3-month feud, they win it either the first or the second time they win it, and then it gets back, and then the decisive match happens that says they're not getting another title shot. Yeah, it could happen. I don't know.
I was going to say something that I really like about Breezango. We know that they're not going to get stale even as champions, because they have no problem changing up their characters at all. They've done it like a million times where they just go throw on some stupid uniform that WWE has laying in a closet and make it work. They're like, you know what? We're just going to go be funny.
Fandango can literally start calling himself Chet Chatterfield, and it'd work.
It would work. So,
another thing, this showed how thin SmackDown's tag division was.
It's definitely.
It really did.
But whatever. You know what? Hey, they needed to build up a team. If I had to pick between Colognes, Breezango, and Ascension, I think I'm picking Breezango. So.
And now they got the Singh brothers. So,
yeah, they could be good. They're good as a team. They're one of those teams. So, SmackDown Women's Title match, which we saw got set up last week. Charlotte beat Naomi in a non-title match. But then we had a bit of a Charlotte face turn where her and Becky were becoming friends. This is obviously building towards a longer feud. They want those two women to be going against each other somewhere down the road. So we might end up seeing Charlotte in the face role and Becky in a heel role, which would be kind of cool. Otherwise, why not just keep Charlotte as a heel when she comes over, right? So the match ends up just being a disqualification, just being a wash, because all of the other girls jump Charlotte because they're jealous that she got the opportunity so soon and that they didn't. I like this. Makes her look more like a baby face. And I don't know. I liked it. Garrett, how'd you like it?
Like just the whole women's thing overall. I mean, like, combined with the Becky promo, I feel like it means less because, like, Becky didn't have anything to do with any of this. So, like, having her on the show other than just to set up that there was going to be something nefarious going on. I mean, the whole time I was like, okay, when are they coming out? You know what I mean? The three women in Ellsworth. It was set up.
I don't mind the three women in Ellsworth.
I don't know. It's not them. It's that It's that they're saying basically in the middle of a show, this is what's going to happen. Prepare yourselves. You know what I mean? And I don't like that because I'd like to be in the main event and not know what's going to happen 10 minutes into it.
I'll say I'd much rather prefer that than having Charlotte win last night. I'd much rather have them come out and cost it.
Well, you could have had Naomi beat her. I mean, yeah, that doesn't bury Charlotte at all.
Isn't that sad that we know that she's never going to beat Charlotte?
No, that's not.
We're just waiting. Hopefully it just gets delayed more at the next pay-per-view. Naomi's whole title reign is just going to be Charlotte getting beat up by random chicks.
Yeah. Now that they got two of the four horsewomen on both shows, like, they're just going to dominate the shows. Sad, but Alexa Bliss shows us wrong in the Payback.
That's true.
See you soon.
Alexa Bliss. She's good. So, SmackDown grades. I'll give it a solid B+. I thought they did pretty good.
Same exact grade.
Garrett?
I'll give it a solid B. I never like to give plus grades. I don't know what it is. I don't think I've given it a couple of plus grades. I just don't like
As a teacher, I'm a fan of plus-minus scale. Now that I'm a certified teacher, college graduate, almost graduating on the 4th. So we'll have a big party. That's well, actually, we still have one more podcast before I graduate, but I'll graduate the morning after. Wait, shit. I'm going to be in Orlando next Wednesday. We might have to pre-record.
Or we'll figure it out.
My dad's been watching wrestling, and I'm going to be at the hotel with my dad. Should I get my dad on a podcast?
That might be the go-to.
That could be really funny.
That could be. That could be good.
Really, it really could, though.
So,
Payback time.
Oh God.
Oh,
dude, what happened? Oh, dude, Rick. Sorry, man. I've been looking at what happens if Bray wins and goes back to SmackDown. Probably not.
They're not doing that.
He wouldn't go back to SmackDown, but it's definitely possible he could win. So we'll talk about that right now. So WWE Payback. We'll start from the bottom up. So, well, first of all, they have what's missing: Intercontinental Championship and Universal Championship. Obviously, they're saving Brock. He's a special attraction. The IC title, Ambrose is going into a program with The Miz, but they're just saving it as well. They're just saving some stuff, which is good. Down with saving some stuff off.
So wait. Are there any title matches on this card?
Just to start, the show is stacked. Yeah, there's a couple titles.
Oh, yeah.
Women's and tag is it, right? And Cruiserweight?
And the US.
And US.
Oh, true. Yeah,
So,
I guess.
On the kickoff show, we have Enzo and Cass versus Gallows and Anderson. I'll take I'll take Gallows and Anderson in that. Charlie? Actually, God, never mind. It's the kickoff show. The faces always win. I'll take Enzo and Cass.
They've been crushing Enzo and Cass so much. I think Gallows and Anderson.
Break the tie, Garrett.
Yeah, I can't see Enzo and Cass not winning on the pre-show. I mean, it'll be a good pop to get the show started off with. It'll get the crowd warmed up. Yeah, it's happening.
The biggest that they ever were in their career in SummerSlam, and they had it in New York, and they had, what was it, Kevin Owens and Chris Jericho beat them. I'm not putting it past anything. I think they keep the club at the top team. So 2-1.
All right. So, Cruiserweight Championship. Neville versus Austin Aries. Also, Rick, feel free to put your predictions in the chat. So, we have Neville versus Austin Aries for the Cruiserweight Championship. I feel like they wouldn't have gone back to this. Well, I mean, it is the Payback pay-per-view. They need to have one Payback, right? Mm-hmm. Well, actually, they have KO as well. But I don't know. I feel like they wouldn't have done the Aries-Neville program again unless Aries was going to go over. And it seems like one of those things where this was predetermined a while ago and Aries was still hot, even though he's getting a little stale. I think Aries is going to win here. Garrett?
I'm taking my boy Neville. Yeah, my boy Neville.
After you already decided to kill him?
Yeah, I didn't kill Neville.
Or no, you killed Gallagher.
Yeah. I'm taking my boy Neville.
Are you fucking him before or after he wins?
No, he has to win.
Okay.
Anyway,
are you fucking the winner?
Oh, geez, you just complicated this question.
They're fighting for your love.
They had the winner. Yep, they had the winner. I'm only doing the winner. Yep. All right, cool.
Yeah. Sounds good. Charlie?
Anyway, I have a reason.
Oh, okay.
My reason is because Perkins is sort of like, I don't know if they're going to make him like the prince of the cruiserweights or something. I don't know, but whatever. Maybe the elf because he's kind of short, but I don't know. But anyway, he's going to interfere. They wouldn't have set up that he was Neville's like boy now if that wasn't going to factor into this match. I don't think. Do I think the feud ends here? No, I think it's going to be into what's the next Raw pay-per-view? I don't even know. Whatever it is.
Extreme Rules, June 4th.
Dude, would you not watch an Extreme Rules cruiserweight match between Aries and Neville with like Perkins involved too? Yo, I'm down.
True.
So then we have Raw Tag Team Championship, Hardy Boys versus Sheamus and Cesaro. Take it away, Charlie.
Well, I picked Neville for the last one. And this one, God, it's so hard.
So you already have one title defense.
I say Sheamus and Cesaro win, and this breaks the Hardys.
Garrett?
I hope that's what happens too.
I got to take my boys, the Hardy Boys. No. But no, but seriously, realistically, they're not going to drop the titles in their first actual defense. It doesn't make any sense.
I didn't even think about that. Dude, they feel so stale already, and they've only had the title for a month.
It's brutal. They need to give him Broken Matt.
I think they do need to give him Broken Matt.
We can't have that till the next draft.
They could still flip him while they hold the titles, because I think if they try to do the turn without the titles, people might start caring about Sheamus and Cesaro more than the Hardy Boys unless they have the title. Just because Sheamus and Cesaro have been getting a lot of steam lately. People are really starting to like them. So if they want to make sure that this whole program with the Hardys goes on as planned, that they need to keep the titles. So I'll say Hardys as well. Seth Rollins versus Samoa Joe, Garrett.
Oh man, you had to see Rollins winning here, right? No. Oh man, it's so hard. Because Joe,
man, they're not easy.
Joe needs as many wins as you can get him because people will forget about Joe. I mean, Joe is great, but people will forget about Joe if he doesn't win all the time. You know what I mean? I mean, look at how amazing he was after like winning infinitely on NXT until Shinsuke came along. You know, I mean, it's hard because Joe is a guy that when he has a title, he can just win forever, and everyone's like, well, yeah. But when he's not, you can never tell how they're gonna book him. You know. Yeah, I had to stay with my original saying of Rollins. Yeah, I'm taking Rollins on this.
Charlie?
Rollins, unlike Reigns. Same with Ambrose has the same problem. Unlike Reigns, they're not afraid to have Rollins lose, so I think Joe wins.
It's Joe's first pay-per-view match. He has to win. So I'm taking Joe. Just for that simple reason.
Yeah.
You're going to just kill Rollins' momentum after WrestleMania like that, though?
It won't hurt his momentum.
So, yeah, he'll be fine. He's got to go kill more Kings. Maybe
it's going to happen in a way like that.
He's going to kill Neville and then kill Jerry Lawler and then what other Kings we got?
It's a hard pick, but I think just because
Shinsuke, even though they're not calling him that.
That's true. Sorry, Charlie, do you have a point you want to finish?
No, it's all these can go one way or the other.
It's true. These are toss-ups, which is nice.
Yeah.
It's really nice.
And you can make the case for both, but I my gut's saying Joe's winning his first one.
Yeah. So we've got the U.S. Championship, Kevin Owens versus Chris Jericho. This one should be unanimous. Kevin Owens retains, right?
Yeah, Kevin Owens.
Oh yeah, they can't justifiably give Jericho that title. I don't think.
I mean, the only way they could do it is to have Jericho, because his contract reportedly runs out at the end of this month. So theoretically, he could win the title and drop it when Owens gets his rematch on SmackDown on Tuesday.
But then he has a rematch, so how do you justify not him having another match? You know what I mean?
It's like, yeah, good point. And then Jericho's entitled to rematch. Yeah.
I don't know. Owens hires some hitmen from Canada.
Hey man, maybe the Canadian Mongoose.
Maybe the Mountie can make a comeback. You ever see him?
No.
The Mountie with Bobby Roode, and that's it.
Bobby Roode makes a one-time appearance, beats up Jericho, goes back to NXT. Never.
What other Canadians do they have other than Sammy? I mean,
there are a lot.
Ty Dillinger. There's one.
I just had Natalia and Bobby Roode jumping.
Natalia. And Bret Hart himself jumps in the ring.
What a way to send him off, dude. If Natalia were to put him in sharpshooter.
No, she puts him in the walls. No, she has to put him in the walls.
God. I think that's how the match might end. I think Kevin Owens might make Jericho tap out with the Walls Jericho as a fitting end to their rivalry.
I could see that.
I buy it.
So, Raw Women's Championship, Bayley versus Alexa Bliss. Man, I did not think I'd be saying this a year ago, but I'm going Alexa, man. She's good.
I want her to win.
She's good. Charlie, you want her to win, but is she going to win?
She's not one of the 4 horsewomen, so no, she's not winning.
Garrett.
Man, in my head, I'm with him. I want Alexa to win, but you can't. I mean, Bayley has just not had the time to show everybody because she's over to a degree. Like she could theoretically still lose her momentum, you know. Not very easily, but if say Alexa wins and then wins Bayley's rematch, which they would have to do, because Alexa has to keep the title, and then who do you put up against? I mean, if Bayley does win, who do you put up against her next? That's my question. I don't have no idea.
Nia Jax kills her for the title.
Yeah, and then how does Alexa get anywhere near that belt in the next 6 months?
She doesn't touch it.
She doesn't.
I mean, but I have to. My gut says Bayley. I just can't. I can't say Alexa's going to win this match because however good she was on SmackDown, the Raw writers do not give a shit.
Yeah. All right. 2 more matches left. House of Horrors match. Randy Orton versus Bray Wyatt. They said that the match is going to start in the House of Horrors, end up in the ring, and the pin has to take place in the ring. This is Bray Wyatt's match. It's no longer for the title because Jinder Mahal stole it. Once again, making the Indian guy steal things. Hey, just saying.
True.
So, House of Horrors.
Corey Graves said it's going to start outside of the ring and end up in the ring. So, I expect like some total nonstop deletion type things. I think they're going to go all out with it, man. I'm kind of excited.
Best episode of TNA Impact that ever happened.
They've got way better recording quality than TNA. That shit was janky.
Dude, you remember? Yeah, we were watching that like 240p. It was brutal.
Yeah, God, man, Bray Wyatt's my guy. I really hope he wins.
I think he does.
Yeah.
See, the problem is this. Yeah.
The problem is Vince still thinks that right now in the WWE, Vince puts them Cena, Reigns, Orton, 1, 2, 3. That's
maybe Lesnar.
That's how it feels.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I'll take Wyatt though. Hopefully, please don't screw it up, Charlie.
I think Wyatt's the winner now because they took the title off. I think that is the leading edge because before we all knew a House of Horrors match for the title. We knew he was losing. Take it off. He can win. They're on different shows. It's not going to hurt Orton. Orton get his revenge beating Mahal next month. So
yeah, bro, because the SmackDown loyal, like they might not even know this pay-per-view's existing. You know what I mean, man? They don't even know that it's on Raw. So
the Raw exclusive pay-per-view with Owens and Orton on it. Defend. What do you got, Garrett?
I have to take Orton on this because honestly, I think for some reason Vince McMahon thinks the whole relentless heel that even if you beat them keeps coming back thing works, but it doesn't. Not with a character like Bray's. I think he just doesn't get why we like Bray Wyatt. We don't like Bray Wyatt because he acts crazy and does these weird promos. That's just fun. Like it's just him going out there and he's having as much
like
fun.
When he runs across the ring and throws his entire body at people and kills them.
Right, like his wrestling style is really unique and his finisher is interesting. And
I just want to see him against Shinsuke.
Oh, dude.
Best, man. He's really unique.
He is.
Yeah.
Honestly.
It's the same reason why we love Shinsuke, because Shinsuke has a completely unorthodox, different style than everybody else, even in Japan, you know? Like, he stood out over there and was like, he was their Cena, if you will. You know what I mean? Like, oh my. I guess Okada's kind of that now, but he was their John Cena. He could go out there and everybody in Japan knew who Shinsuke Nakamura was, you know? Maybe not everybody, but everyone that watched wrestling. I mean, and I just don't get it. And he thinks that you can just beat up Bray and Bray will just be fine. But I think people don't even barely know who Bray Wyatt is that don't watch the shows as like intensely as we do.
Now here's a bit of a touchy subject, and I am the heel of this podcast. I'm going to say it right now. Reigns is going to beat Strowman because his brother died last week. He has a lot of sympathy right now. Strowman was originally planned to go over. I just think it's one of those things where the only thing that did, like, literally his brother passing, Rosie, which, you know, rest in peace, Rosie, you know, terrible, you know, incident. But the fact, like, this is the only thing that could have happened that actually turned Roman Reigns into a face. I think he's actually going to get cheers. And I don't know, I feel like he might win via count out or something stupid. It might be something stupid, but I think it's gonna show Roman Reigns as the winner. Strowman might get disqualified, but I think Roman's gonna win for whatever reason. Charlie?
I think they built Braun up like this big monster so the big babyface Roman can come up and beat him. Be the big superhero savior of the day. All their Make-A-Wish commercials are they feature Roman Reigns now, not John Cena. That should tell you everything you need to know.
Garrett?
It's a great thing, but you know what I mean.
Oh man, I'm starting to hate Roman personally. And it's not because he's a guy that I don't like.
It's
but
not
like,
his fault, man.
No, it's not. He's a really good worker. Other than AJ Styles, probably the seller in the company, and the dude's like 300 pounds.
Look, but he has got the influence now to be like, hey guys, I know I'm not really like a John Cena level guy, but you see how these people are. He says he doesn't want to turn heel. That's probably something the company would tell him to say, or that he would say so the company wouldn't get mad at him.
No way Roman doesn't want to turn heel. He knows, dude.
He knows. He gets the perception. He was on NXT. Do you remember his first few weeks on NXT before he even got paired up with anybody and anything? I mean, he was as like that douchebag heel Roman. Oh my, that was great. And it was only for a few weeks, and then they, the Shield happened, and that's fine. There was great stuff that came out of that. And this is my rant of the week, guys. But like, yeah, and it makes me mad because he could walk into Vince's office and be like, "Hey, I'm your guy. If you want me to continue to be your guy, then you need to do what the people want. Otherwise, they're going to continue to hate me, and it's going to be for the wrong reasons." And he doesn't, and that kind of makes me go, I know he probably doesn't have the power to do that. But if he said that, don't you think Vince would go,
I don't think you care.
At the end of the day, this is all just Roman's land. This is Roman's Pizzeria. Big Roman's Pizzeria.
Fact.
It's a fact of life.
I'll tell you what, though, I am looking forward to this match.
It's going to be good. It's going to be really good.
I'm looking forward to the pay-per-view. And I
We're
think
going to have some brutal matches. That Bray Wyatt, Randy Orton match is going to be brutal.
it's going to be cool.
Braun,
that Braun Roman package
Braun Roman is going to be brutal. Owens Jericho has potential to be brutal. The only real wrestling match will be
Joe Rollins.
Joe Rollins, yeah. Styles is on the next pay-per-view because SmackDown.
And then
But we got
Aries,
Styles Owens next.
Aries
Styles
the
Owens.
cruiserweight match, but
Great.
that's on the pre-show, so it doesn't really.
And the best part is, it's the day after the NFL draft, so we'll already be pumped. We'll already be
It's
ready to
true.
roll. We'll have
Right,
a mock draft rolling
yeah.
up for you.
We're about to go do a mock draft. We got to kind of take a dump, so we might not live stream it. Probably not going to live stream it. Probably just going to record it. I'll probably chill out in the chair.
Yeah,
You can chill here.
should be good.
Crack open a window because it's hot as balls in here. And this is a pantsless Brady and a cool crazy hair Charlie and a
No school for 2 weeks, Charlie.
and a yeah. Guess how long I don't have to go to school for if I choose.
Never.
Ever. Yeet. See you, Garrett.
Later.